Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy.
Cheater and loser. Perfect match. Perfectly wrecked.
My wife Kathy, 32F, and I, 35M, have been married 3 years. I thought we were solid until she dropped a nuclear bomb on me over morning coffee. The kitchen smelled like burnt toast and old coffee grounds. I'm nursing my third cup of black coffee when Kathy slides into the chair across from me. Not gently. The wooden legs scrape against linoleum. She's wearing this ridiculously expensive silk robe, not meeting my eyes. When she finally looks up, her expression isn't guilt or remorse. It's clinical, like a doctor delivering a terminal diagnosis. Ben, there's something you need to know. I've been seeing someone. It's Alex, my boss. She lets that hang there, then continues. Look, I know this is abrupt, but it's happening. This doesn't have to change everything between us. I can make sure you're still taken care of, Ben, physically. You won't be left out. The sheer damn audacity finally breaks through my numbness. It's not even the affair. It's the presentation, the assumption that I'm just some household appliance requiring occasional maintenance. Are you kidding me, Kathy? You sit there, tell me you're screwing your boss, then offer me what? Scheduled pity meetings like I'm some pet you need to remember to feed. I push back from the table. Get yourself a lawyer, Kathy. Find the most expensive blood-sucking shark you can find, because this is over. That's when her composure cracks. Surprise flickers across her face, quickly replaced by something carnivory. She hadn't expected this? She'd expected tears, maybe yelling, but ultimately capitulation. She'd always seen me as pliable, predictable. Don't you dare walk away from me, Ben, she hisses, leaning forward. You think this is your decision to make? You try to divorce me like this and I will bury you. I'll go to the police. Sergeant Miller plays golf with my father every Thursday. I'll tell him you punched me, that you've been knocking me for months. Who do you think they'll believe? Me, respected attorney and junior league member? Or you, the quiet accountant with a past people might find interesting if they dug a little? The implication hangs heavy. My past isn't squeaky clean, she knows it. You'll lose everything. Your reputation, gone. Any chance of a decent job, gone. Friends will evaporate. I will make sure you have nothing, not a dime, not a shred of dignity. You'll be radioactive. She lets the silence stretch. So here's the deal. You stay, you play the part. You keep your mouth shut about Alex, about everything, or I burn your entire world down to the goddamn foundations. I sink back into my chair, fight draining out of me, replaced by cold dread. This isn't my wife. This is someone else entirely, someone ruthless and calculating. Oh, and one more thing, she adds with condescending sweetness. Alex wants to meet you properly. He's coming over tomorrow night around 7. I expect you to be welcoming, Ben. Offer him a drink, be polite. Maybe you two can talk about golf or whatever it is men like you talk about. Men like you, the betas, the losers. The next evening, I'm sitting in my armchair with Jack Daniels and cigarettes I'd taken up again that afternoon. The living room reeks of smoke and cheap whiskey. I'd spent the day making calls, quiet conversations with voices from a past I kept locked away. Preparations had been made. The front door opens. Kathy's voice is artificially bright. Alex, darling, come on in. Make yourself at home. I don't turn as they enter. Then I look, and the absurdity hits me like a physical blow. Alex, this supposed titan of industry, the alpha who swept Kathy off her feet, is maybe 5 to 5 inches with a soft paunch straining an expensive, poorly fitting suit. Thinning hair slicked back to hide his receding hairline. A rough chuckle escapes my lips. This is him? This is the alpha male, Kathy? Jesus, guy doesn't even need a costume for St. Patrick's Day. Just slap a green hat on him. Ben, watch your mouth, Kathy hisses. Alex is confident, assertive. Everything you're not. Oh, I'm sure he is. If this little fella is your gold standard for alpha, Kath, maybe I've been giving you way too much credit all these years. I focus on Alex. Tell me, How does it feel coming into my house, planning on drilling my wife in my bed? Does it make you feel big? Alex's face reddens. He puffs out his chest. That's exactly right, Ben. We've discussed it. You're getting nothing, not a zip. Kathy deserves better. We'll take the house, the savings, garnish your wages. You'll be paying for this mistake for the rest of your miserable life. He steps closer, trying to loom, despite being physically impossible. And yeah, tonight, after you crawl away somewhere, I'm taking her upstairs to your bed and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I stare at him, strange stillness settling over me. The house? You think you're taking this house? A slow, pitying smile touches my lips. Alex, you poor schmuck. This house isn't mine. Never was. Belonged to my mother. She passed 2 years ago. It's in a trust, untouchable, especially by adulterous gold diggers and their pet leprechauns. You won't see a penny from it. Alex's expression falters. He glances at Kathy, who looks equally blindsided. And the job? The income you're planning on garnishing? Sorry to burst your bubble, little man. I resigned this morning, effective immediately. You what? Kathy gasps. Resigned. So let's recap. No house for you to take. No job. No income to bleed dry. Seems like your grand scheme just went tits up, doesn't it? Alex, cornered and humiliated, reverts to playground tactics. You think you're so smart? Think you're in charge? I'm the alpha here, got it? You do what I say. And right now I say I'm taking Kathy upstairs. Then with sudden bravado, Alex swings his open hand. Crack. The slap echoes in the tense silence. I don't flinch. I slowly raise a hand to my cheek where the red print is forming. A chilling smile spreads across my face. Not happy, but carnivory. Alex, I say, voice deceptively calm as I set my whiskey down. I warned you. Get out of my house. Now. Alex laughs harshly. Make me. Guys like you all talk. You wouldn't dare. I'll have you rotting in jail if you even touch me. My smile widens, turning feral. The slap had flipped a switch. Jail, I echo softly. Then my fist explodes outward. It's not a wild swing. It's short, brutal, perfectly aimed. It connects with Alex's jaw with a sickening crunch. He staggers back, eyes wide with shock, crimson trickling from his mouth. Before he can process it, I'm on him. Another punch sinks deep into his soft midsection, doubling him over. I grab his expensive jacket, yanking him upright. You think you're the real deal? I snarl, each word punctuated by impact. Thwack! His nose flattens, life liquid erupting. Real men don't prey on other people's lives. Crack! A rib gives way. Real men don't sneak into another man's home like a freaking rat. Thump! A straight right sends him against the wall. And they sure as hell don't lay hands on someone unless they're prepared for consequences. Alex slides down the wall, gasping, trying to shield his face. I step back, breathing heavily from controlled rage. You're nothing, Alex. Just a pathetic little bully who picked the wrong damn house. Kathy screams, Ben, stop it! You'll eliminate him! She lunges toward me. Before her hands reach me, a figure moves from the shadowed archway. Linda. Tall, lean, with cropped dark hair and the coiled intensity of someone trained for violence, someone I'd called from my past. Linda intercepts Kathy mid-lunge, grabbing her wrists in steel clamps. Let me go, Kathy cries. Not happening, Linda states flatly. With terrifying efficiency, she twists Kathy's arms behind her back, forcing her to her knees. Linda delivers 2 sharp palm strikes to Kathy's ribs, enough to incapacitate and instill fear. I give Linda a curt nod. Everything was proceeding according to plan. I grab Alex by the collar, dragging him toward the front door. His expensive shoes scrape uselessly against the floor. Where are you taking me? He stammers through bloodied lips. Showtime, I reply grimly. I haul him onto the front lawn, propping him against the oak tree near the curb. I pull out my phone, hit record. Say hello, Alex. Tell everyone what happens when you mess with things that aren't yours. Alex groans, turning away. I grab his chin, forcing him to face the camera. Smile for the camera, a-hole. I spot Alex's BMW, with a ridiculously ornate cake box in the back seat. He'd actually brought a damn cake. You brought a gift? How thoughtful. I slam the cake hard into his battered face. Frosting and crumbs explode outward, coating his hair, bloody nose, torn jacket. Still filming, I walk to the BMW. From my pickup's trunk, I retrieve a tire iron. The heavy steel feels solid in my hand. Crash! The windshield implodes. Smash! A headlight disintegrates. Crunch. I dent the hood. I work methodically around the car, destroying windows, mirrors, taillights. Each impact echoes in the quiet suburban street. Finally, I toss the tire iron onto the lawn, stop filming, and pocket my phone. The distant wail of sirens grows louder. Someone called the cops. Good. That was part of the plan, too. When the police arrive, I keep it simple. Break-in, self-defense. The man became aggressive and attacked me first. I don't mention the affair, Alex's threats, or Linda. At the hospital, Alex tries to press charges until Sergeant Kowalski has a quiet word. You sure you want to go down that road? You know who Ben really is? Used to run with the Devil's Disciples MC. Not prospects, not hang-arounds, full patch member, road captain. You file this attack charge, you're not just dealing with Ben. You're dealing with guys who consider breaking bones a friendly warning. Guys who know how to make problems disappear permanently. Alex's bluster evaporates. The Devil's Disciples. He'd heard whispers. Extortion, pill running, unsolved disappearances. This beating could have been a hell of a lot worse. You think a restraining order's going to stop a dozen angry bikers from paying you a late-night visit? Is this chick worth ending up in pieces in different dumpsters? Alex swallows hard. No charges. I tripped. Fell downstairs. It was an accident. Meanwhile, Kathy's story crumbles under questioning, especially when contrasted with Alex's sudden falling downstairs declaration. When Alex is wheeled past her room, terror pale, he catches her eye. Leave it, Kathy. Drop the divorce, drop everything, get out. He's not who you think. We messed with the wrong guy. The days that followed were psychological warfare. Kathy, thoroughly spooked, packed 2 suitcases within 5 days and caught a Greyhound heading west. Alex's departure was more orchestrated. During his hospital stay, 2 large silent men in Devil's Disciples cuts visited daily. They wouldn't speak or threaten, just sit by his bed, staring with dead eyes for the entire visiting hour. After discharge, bikes appeared everywhere, outside his condo, the grocery store, his office. Never threatening, but always there. The final nail came when Alex saw Police Chief Martin wearing a Devil's Disciples vest over his uniform. It wasn't just a gang, it was the system. That night, Alex fled to Alaska. Weeks later, driving out of town on a hot evening, I spotted them ahead, a beat-up Geo Metro puttering along. Even from distance, I recognized them. Kathy staring straight ahead, face tight with frustration, and Alex squeezed into the driver's seat, looking more pathetic than ever. A slow, cold smile spread across my face. I closed distance rapidly, tapping their rear bumper until they skidded onto the shoulder, dust billowing as their car stalled. I walked back, grabbed my half-empty beer can, and tossed it onto their roof with a hollow clunk. Get out of my road, I said, voice low and dismissive. Losers. I walked back to my truck and drove into the twilight. In my rearview mirror, they sat there, dust settling around their pathetic car, trapped and powerless. Sometimes the quiet guy isn't weak. Sometimes he's just choosing not to show you who he really is. They found out the hard way that I wasn't the doormat they thought. I was the goddamn boot.